Great days start with great underwear. So if you're looking for something special, give Tommy John and gift a better day. Everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear for him and her. It feels good to give, but it feels great to give Tommy John. Find something for everyone and pick up something for yourself, because at Tommy John, greatness is in our very fabric. Shop TommyJohn.com/Spotify right now and save 30% site-wide. TommyJohn.com/Spotify. See site for details.
Introducing Love Island's newest contestant, Chris Milner-Barrow.
You want to see my banging board? It's flat like a washboard. I'm a fun-loving guy, but I like staying in and looking at Insta. I like sand, but not when it gets in me bum crack.
Last time on the Work-Wife Balance podcast, it all kicked off.
They eat it in the car. On dinner trays that they brought with them.
We went to Drax,
Yeah, but what is Drax?
the power station.
Did you learn about how power was made?
I learnt about going that bit.
Right, get on with it.
Do you even recognise my voice now? I'm back. It's like magic.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in such a long time.
I'm glad I can make you laugh, darling.
Honestly, you must have... Your Australian accent is quite good.
You know why? Because you watch that piece of shit. What was it called? Married at First Sight Australia. And then you found another programme, haven't you? It's Love Island Australia. Another one.
I mean, I'm guessing they can only film it in Australia because of COVID.
Can you only take your reality TV in Australian?
Well, I have got a bit of poshness for you. Made in Chelsea's back. You'd be better at Made in Chelsea. You fit right in.
I don't even have to really try to go, oh, are we playing golf this afternoon? Jamie, that's so cool. Can we rent a party house? Oh, love it, love it. What drinks are we having? Cosmos.
And that's what he normally talks like, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, really, actually, this podcast is just one long impression in the other direction for me. There's a lot of impressions going around, though. Your family's quite good at impressions as well.
My mum will kill me if you use it.
I know, really, I'm going to use it. No, I'm going to use it.
You can't.
Right, so they've started walking a lot, and we've started walking a lot, and Lee sent them her impression of David Attenborough. Just give us a sample. I don't want to use the original because it was too dodgy. Just give us what you... Yeah.
Here we are.
Wow.
In the living room.
Sorry, David Attenborough.
Yeah?
In the living room.
Why is he in the living room?
Sitting next to Bailey's In fact, the creature is eating it now.
I never thought I'd be beeping to David Attenborough.
I mean, he was literally sitting right there.
It was like you were channeling
right
him.
there. But my mum does a better impression.
Well,
sorry, Mum.
And now we're in the grove. Just looking at the animals, can you see them? The winter months has taken its toll. As you can see, there are no birds on this walk. I'm signing out now. This is Richard Attenborough.
It's uncanny.
Well, if you mean uncanny to be like scary and spooky, then yeah, I think you're right.
Judge Jane deserves a round of applause. A for effort, E for delivery.
He's very generous.
This is the Work-Wife Balance podcast with my daughter Leigh and our Chris.
Now, these are some things that have happened in the week that I've noticed. Firstly, when I walk into rooms, you jump.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I've lived on my own for so long.
No, this doesn't make any sense. So how long have we been living together?
5 years.
Right. And you still feel like I don't live in this house.
Yeah.
So I'll walk up to you and you'll go...
Yeah, because...
It's like your David Attenborough impression. No, so do genuinely do what happens. So let's say you're getting ready for work.
Right.
And I'll walk and I'll go, oh, by the way... Yeah.
Because you just appear. You just appear out of nowhere. There's no warning. There's no, like, creaky floorboards. There's no, like, you know, knock on the door.
Why would I knock on the door? It's my house.
You literally just appear there.
Like a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Also, another funny conversation we had was when we talked about what we'd do after we died and we'd come back and haunt each other.
We were having a romantic night in together.
No, and you said...
And I said...
I'll haunt you.
And I said, if you ever cheat on me, right, or but not cheat on me, if you ever go with another woman after I'm dead,
right,
because we've made a pact, right,
yeah,
where I have to die before you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not being lonely for years upon years.
That's nice.
You'll deal with it better than me.
I see.
Right? So when I die before you,
You're going to come back, but
I'm going to come back and haunt you.
But like a normal poltergeist would like come around and sort of knock coats and things off the rack, right? And kind of blow the chairs over like that.
Oh,
Hang on,
no.
let me push the chair over. I just really want to do it.
And then,
That was rubbish.
right, the poltergeist me would go,
What? I'm
tidy the chair up
going to push it under the...
and put it back under the table.
So you're a cleaning poltergeist.
Let me just take away that glass.
So I'd be haunted by the world's...
Water the plants. You didn't water the bloody plants, did you? They're all dead.
I think you're enjoying this poltergeist stuff too much. Sit down, poltergeist, back in your chair.
I've just remembered.
I don't know how you've just remembered this.
Some big news, guys. Big news.
Not the pregnancy.
No, stop saying that.
A lot of people thought that was funny.
My
though.
dad will probably be like, yay!
I know.
No, Dad.
He's already writing an email.
No baby yet.
Delete.
No, we've just got an offer accepted on a house.
Whoop.
Whoop whoop.
I mean, that's these exciting times, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
And hilariously, it's down the road.
It's literally about 7 doors down.
We went around and they were like, oh, and how well do you know the area? We were like, really well.
We are on the community WhatsApp group.
Yeah. So don't try to give
John.
me this, it's a quiet road, because we know the truth. We know all of the things about this road. But it's funny because, so we're looking to get out of rented accommodation finally, on the housing ladder.
For anybody who is either currently renting or has rented in the past, you will feel our pain.
We've already mentioned Dishwasher Gate, where
Don't.
we've asked them very kindly to
We're still waiting for
Fix
the dishwasher.
fix the dishwasher. The swear rate goes up when we start
Oh, it
talking.
makes me angry, Chris. Look at my hands.
What are you trying to... Well, they look rough.
Yes, from all the washing up.
Have you been making sure you dry the cloths and use it?
The clothgate. Anyway, do you remember, right, when we used to live in Norwich together?
No, I've blocked it all out.
You... Do you remember?
I do.
That was crazy.
Crazy times.
Crazy times.
We had this agent. They're called agents, aren't they? He didn't really do anything. And it was hilarious because he was awful, and I complained about the agent to the landlord, and it turned out that he was her son. So I was basically saying, your son is doing a terrible job. And she was going, man, I think I'm going to stick with this agent.
Didn't he run it from his mum's attic?
Yeah, which I didn't know.
And then didn't his business collapse? Anyway, that's another story. And before we lived in Norwich, I used to live in Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. This is when I made the biggest mistake of my life. Because you rented there, and just as we were getting together, I used to come round a little bit and, stay the
It's
odd
a lovely
day.
little flat.
And then you moved over to Norwich for your job.
We moved to Norwich.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Flipping out.
On the moving out day,
What did I say to you?
you said to me, just the only thing that you have to remember is just take the final bits of my stuff out of this house. Take it with you. Whatever's left, just take it with you.
So
And
there were a few
almost
bits of
nothing
like
left.
a blow-up bed and shitloads of alcohol.
I mean, like a really expensive cupboard's worth of alcohol. All your favourites.
So I said to him, make sure you bring everything. And what did you do?
I didn't bring the cupboard of alcohol.
And, right, they had the audacity
Oh, yeah.
to charge me for the carpet, which was already damaged, by the way.
It's too late now. They've already taken your money years ago.
Taking my money and my alcohol. But now we live in a lovely house in Epping. But here's a fun fact for you. This used to be someone very famous who has appeared on Towie more than once. She used to live in this house.
You could just say any name and I wouldn't know.
Georgia.
No idea.
Oh, well, she used to live in this house, apparently, right? Rumour has it.
Is that why the wallpaper in the back room is all sparkly and black?
Yeah, people, well, some people, I don't know, not us, but some people have a red room.
Continue.
Well-
This may get edited out.
Well, in Towie land, they have
a sparkly-
they have
I
a
see.
sparkly black wall.
I was worried then. I think I'll leave that bit in.
I tell you what, though, it's going to take some scraping off that.
It's not our problem.
It's not our problem, is it?
We
That is the great thing about rented accommodation. Not our problem.
Have you subscribed yet?
Great days start with great underwear. So if you're looking for something special, give Tommy John and gift a better day. Everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear for him and her. It feels good to give, but it feels great to give Tommy John. Find something for everyone and pick up something for yourself, because at Tommy John, greatness is in our very fabric. Shop TommyJohn.com/Spotify right now and save 30% site-wide. TommyJohn.com/Spotify. See site for details.
But there is something about this road that we have talked about in our Shut the Bleep Up episode. I can say shut the up. I don't have to bleep myself now. Well done.
That's funny.
Well done, me. Well done. So we did a symphony of the noises that woke us up one day, because this one day, everything under the sun woke us up.
If you live on this road, you will know that it's a very, very, very noisy road for a cul-de-sac. So we decided to mix it all together, since though we work in the media industry.
I've got a music degree that's going to waste, so I thought I might as well.
I'm really surprised no one's picked up on it yet. You know,
I mean, it's not in the charts?
Yeah, I thought they'd use it.
Top 40. Well, hang on. If you missed it, here it is. It's just a little sample myself.
Can't be s***. Anyway.
I was getting excited then.
Do you remember my impression of the dog next door?
Oh, hang on, here it is. I can find it.
So embarrassing.
Good
Anyway,
impression.
we managed to capture it.
This is the actual dog. Do you know what set off the dog?
What?
A plane going overhead. But I managed to get it on tape. So after my Opus 1, my first masterpiece.
Wow, really?
Now that we've captured the dog, is it time for Opus 2?
It is. An even better, bigger, badder version. And it all starts in the garden having a quiet breakfast.
You're right.
Got some more orange juice?
What?
I said, do you want some more orange juice? Oh, it's going on my eggs.
So that's the noise of a leaf blower. Just interrupting breakfast. I love this leaf blower guy because he comes round and turns on the leaf blower.
He doesn't blow any leaves.
There's no leaves.
There's no leaves.
He's just blowing it and then he walks away into the distance at breakfast time.
And then, on the same morning, right, I love our postie. He's such a legend. But he always does this thing when he tries to cram in a huge parcel that is never going to get through the letterbox.
Now, you'd think that might be enough, but Bailey the bunny has been f***ing us off during this recording, and we've had to stop about 30 times. So this is the bit that you don't hear in the middle.
He does this. Scratching his food bowl, because he's always constantly hungry.
You know what's coming now, don't you? The first one was called Park Side of the Moon, though, so I need a name for this.
Okay.
Opus 2. Ready?
Let's do it.
I mean, is that even better than the first one?
I think it is slightly. The dog makes it. Well done, Chris.
Wow.
Well done.
If you can
All
name
those
it,
years at Cambridge paid off.
if you want to name our symphony Opus number 2, Park Side of the Moon is Opus number 1, but we need for the album, the obviously forthcoming album. Let us know. Here's Gary. Take it away, Gaza.
Send us an email. workwifebalancepod@gmail.com.
I've just had an amazing thought.
Go on.
What if we could get lots of people for the grand finale
What, to send us their own noises?
to send us their own noises, and we could make the world symphony?
The work-wife ballad.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, I can do it.
You've excelled tonight, Chris.
You're genuinely shocked that I said work-wife ballad. And
Well done.
you're like seriously impressed, aren't you?
Are you pissed?
Yes.
Come on then, let's be having your questions.
Few emails in. Thank you so much for sending them. Firstly, we had Maria Turley saying, this is in reference to school competitions that you cheated at and show and tell and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Maria says, she's admitting all now, it was the first year of juniors and I won the decorated egg competition with my beautiful boiled egg as a sparkly butterfly
Do you remember
creation.
when you used to do that?
Yeah, hollow them out and then...
eggs.
Yeah, it was a good little thing to do as a kid. But Maria is confessing that although the prize was a lot of chocolate, it wasn't her creation.
Who did it?
Parents. Maria.
How dare you?
That's
How
disgraceful.
But I bet it was excellent.
Okay, you're blocked from my own life. Tim on Twitter as well has a question for us. He says, I've got 2 questions for you, actually.
Ooh.
Given Leigh's northern heritage...
Aye, lad.
Heritage? Sound like a castle.
Bloody hell, I'm the queen of the castle.
And Chris's southern roots, I think he says in brackets, as if I could be from anywhere else. I'm from Wales. From Australia. And he says, is there any confusion as to what time of day you have dinner? Give me a time on the clock that you would have dinner at.
Well, dinner's tea. Tea time.
What's tea, though?
Well, like tea time. Like in the industry, we call it tea. Are you ready for the tea time bulletin? What time's tea time bulletin at? Chris, you should know this. You watch me every night.
Yeah, but you always do the late one. So
No, not the late one.
6:30.
Right, so I'd say around 6:30
For tea.
for tea.
But you don't call it dinner.
No.
That's strange.
Are you like my mum would say, you're coming in for tea?
Yeah,
It's
but your
tea
mum would
time.
say it's dinner time for most of the meals, except for breakfast,
No, it's breakfast 11s,
obviously.
lunch or dinner.
No, that's the problem. It's not lunch or dinner. That's where...
Lunch, dinner.
No. No.
Dinner time. It's like when you go to school, you have school dinners. It's dinner time.
I disagree. I think that's lunch. Only ever can be called lunch. Dinner is the evening meal.
No, it's tea time.
Thanks for starting an argument, Tim. You're blocked.
We should call this one Tea Time Gate.
Tea time gate. He says, are there any arguments about what you'd call a small roll of bread as well?
Bread cake. Or a bap.
I mean, what the is a bread cake? I'm sorry. I've never been so angry as to when you said this before.
What do you call it then?
A roll, a bap, a
A
bun.
tea cake as well.
What's a tea cake?
We just like putting tea on the front of everything in Yorkshire.
Tea time, tea cake.
Yeah.
What's a tea cake?
A tea cake, like
Don't say it's a tea cake. Describe it in another way.
Let me show you a picture of it. It looks a bit like a hot cross bun, but it's not. Yeah. Like a toasted tea cake.
You mean a hot cross bun?
No, it's not a hot cross bun.
Like a weird sort of muffin-y thing.
Tea cakes. Perfect for a Sunday morning breakfast or a lazy afternoon tea, according to Wikipedia.
Forget all this tea cake scandal.
Right.
I discovered when we went Oop North once,
Yeah.
they don't have Mr. Whippy up there.
No, it's Mr. Softy.
What is that about? Mr. Softy?
It's like when I say, would you like some dilute? And you're like, what?
What does that mean? Yeah.
Oh, it's squash, isn't it?
Okay, so we've talked about this at great length. I will accept that dilute is squash.
Right.
I will accept that. So
Yes.
that's my concession.
All right, then.
But when you used to ask your nan for some pop,
Yes.
right, tell me some of the things that are encompassed within the word pop.
A shandy,
Right.
Coke, Fanta,
Yeah.
or dilute. It's a range.
Which is not-
Ribena.
Which is not fizzy, so therefore it's not pop. And yet you would still be brought Ribena. That's absolutely
You had a
block-worthy.
selection at Nana's.
No, it's just you couldn't be bothered to actually check, so she just gave you any old thing.
I mean, some of that had been in there since the 1950s, so just blow the cobwebs off.
Thanks for causing an argument. We appreciate that. If you want to cause one, you can email us, workwifebalancepod@gmail.com. Hey, something we've got to mention quickly before we finish. Episode 8, by the way.
Yeah, man.
2 more. We're starting to look towards the season finale now, and we're going to get on not only the voice of Judge Jane,
No.
but the Podfather himself
What?
is going to feature in our series finale. Why did I say finale?
Finale.
Finale. The season finale is going to have Gaza in it, the Podfather himself.
Wow, G-Dog.
I think if people want to ask questions of the Podfather, and maybe Judge Jane can weigh in on some disputes as well.
Yeah, if you've got a dilemma that needs...
Dilute.
if you've got a dilemma that needs sorting,
Salty air.
sort it, Mum, Judge Jane will sort it for you.
Forgot you went off brand there, Mum. Judge Jane.
Yeah, so get in touch if you want to know anything about Gaza or you've got a dilemma that you need solving. Just ask Judge Jane. Get in touch.
Don't forget, you can subscribe on Twitter, Insta, and send us an email. workwifebalancepod@gmail.com.
Another classic. What an episode.
And another drink.
Another one. How many have you had?
A lady never tells.
How many drinks they've had? I thought it was supposed to be age.
7.
What we're going to do now, water your plants.
Well, no, it's bloody 20 to 12 at night. Of course I'm not watering my plants. They don't take in water at night.
Oh, don't they?
You have to do it in the morning.
I'm so sorry.
You talk a load of crap sometimes, Lee.
Are you tired of seeing your teen or young adult struggle on a path that clearly isn't the right fit? Is your teenager confused about which direction to take after high school? The future of work is changing rapidly, and our kids need to know all of the options available after high school so they're empowered to make the choice that is best for them. In each episode, we explore the latest trends that are shaping the opportunities of today and tomorrow. I'm your host, Betsy Jewell, and this is the High School Hamster Wheel Podcast.